There I go. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. It's Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday. Hey, hey, hey. Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday. Hey. It's Wellness Wednesday. Let me stop, y'all. Mama Rhoda put me on the track, so you know how I go, because you know I love me a soca beat, a good soca beat. Great day, love, great day. I am sharing to my page. I should probably do that before I come on the screen, but it's okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Wednesday. All right. It's shared. I am sharing. All right. Great day, great day, great day, great day. I'm so excited. Today I want to talk about heart coherence. Do you know what that is? Have you ever heard about heart coherence? If not, and you are thriving to be healthy, it's something you are missing out on, honey, okay? Because heart coherence is so important, but it's something we often do not hear about. So I'm on a rampage this week, and I'm telling everybody about heart coherence, okay? Because that's what it is. So, what is heart coherence? First of all, oh, it's a technique that you use. So it uses biofeedback to align the heart rate with your breath. And what this does is it brings coherence between the brain and the heart, which is so important. Something that we don't think about enough, in my humble opinion. But when your heart is coherent, this is what people mean when they're like, you need to get out your head and get into your heart, or like drop down into your heart, like get out your head. People say this all the time, and they never tell you what the fuck they mean, right? They're always like, get out of your head. And you're like, how the hell do I do that? Because like I'm always in my head, right? I do this even on this call, like when I said call, as though I'm on a Zoom call, y'all. Forgive me. I've been on so many Zoom calls this month, you wouldn't believe. I've been on Zoom calls for like 13, 12, 18 hours a day. Probably not 18, but it's been a lot. Anyway, so I do this sometimes when I'm speaking, right? Like if I'm on a live or something, you'll see people and they are speaking, and then they'll go like this. They'll pause and be like, and like look up. You're like, what are they looking at? Where are they looking? They up in their head trying to find the answer. And it seems so funny, but it's true. Like anytime you see somebody talking and they pause and they're like literally looking to their head to find the answer. So this is what people mean. They're like, get out of your head. Like you're literally in your head looking for answers. If I ask you like how you feel and you go like this, I automatically know your heart's out of coherence right now. And what that means is that you're not tapped into your heart. You're not tapped into the essence of really what you're about to say right now. You're talking from here instead of from here. So when we talk about heart coherence, we're really talking about coming from the heart center. It's so important. Oh my God. I just got chills. Like, I'm like, I need some water. Hold up. I don't know if I have shows. It's been a minute. I missed you. Did you miss me? But I got this handy dandy. I got this handy dandy water bottle, and in the bottom of it, you can see it has rose quartz and amethyst crystals. And what I like to do is speak to my water inside of it. They actually did a scientific study, which showed that if you speak to your water, like good energy into your water, the water, it changes its vibration. I need to wash this. Excuse me, but yeah, I do. It don't stink, but it's not clean. But I only drink water out of this part. When I have it's over there. When I have anything other than water, I use my cup, which looks kind of just like this, and it has the bottom, but it doesn't have a top to it. Anyway, so what I do, and I encourage you to do this if you can, is to speak to your water before you drink it. And so what I do is I charge these crystals. I'm going to actually take these out tonight and charge them in the new moon. If you don't know, the new moon is tonight, and new moon is all energy of like starting new beginnings, setting your intentions for the month, like really getting into the vibration of rewarding yourself and like really reflecting on what you've done and then setting an intention for the new things. But anyway, that was like one off, right? I know. But I'm here. I'm gonna get back to the heart coherence. But what I do is I take water. Y'all know. Oh, actually, no. I gotta take y'all back to the spring because the one time that thought I thought I was on here the whole time. Okay, I thought I took you to the spring. I was on here the whole time. Kind of find out none of it was recording. Blasphemous. Anyway, so I go to a spring and get my water. And so as I'm pouring it, I tell the water, like, you are love, you are abundance, you are love, you are abundance, you are freedom, you are connection. So I pour it and I put this back on. As you can see, I'm focused on love and abundance today. And I tell it again, you are love and you are abundance. You are love and you are abundance. So I speak to my water and then I drink it and I give gratitude for it because I'm so grateful. Woo! Your girl is thirsty. Okay? Mm, like I'm really thirsty. I hope you went and got some water too, because clearly I needed that. And I was not in tune with that at that moment. Anyway, back to the heart coherence. So, you got to get out of your head and get into your heart. And this is so important because your heart is like the main center of where your emotions are coming from, where your desires are really coming from. And so when your heart is beating out of rhythm, which basically is what heart incoherence mean, like your heart is beating out of rhythm. When you have heart coherence, your heart is beating in rhythm. Coherence simply means united or forming as a whole, like it's whole and logically or aesthetically integrated. So if you think about an integration, like that's one thing coming into alignment with another, right? So your heart being in coherence could be like the heart being in line or integrated with the rhythm of the universe or with your mind space. So when you have heart coherence, basically your heart is beating in rhythm, like the natural rhythm. And because of that, you can regulate you first regulate the rhythm with your breath. And because of the regulation with the breath and its natural rhythm, you now have a direct channel from here to here. And so now there's no separation, like your mind and your emotions are in coherence with your heart, meaning that when you feel, you actually feel. So like, you know how sometimes like you angry and somebody be like, why are you mad? And you be like, I don't know, I just feel mad. That's heart incoherence, because here you're mad and you know it, but you're not dropped into your heart to be able to feel it. But if you get mad and somebody's like, why you mad? And you're like, my feelings are hurt because they didn't pay attention to me. And in this moment, I really needed attention. That's heart coherence. All right. You're super in tune with your heart and where you're at with it. And you can express it on a physical level through emotions and through like what happened, like actions and in your brain. You're like coherent. It's together. Now, you have a midsection of heart coherence where it's like you're kind of coherent, but not really. So that's like, why you mad? And it's like, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. This is like when people go victim, right? They're like, I'm mad because you did this and you did this and you, right? It's like they're kind of in tune with how they feel. They know they're angry, but they can't really express it on a like an intellectual, like a brain level, because they're outside of themselves. So when you're in heart coherence, you're insightful. Everything is centered within yourself. And so this brings us to why you want to be coherent. When your heart is out of coherence, it brings a world of issues. Now, excuse me, heart coherence is a scientific term. The spiritual term for heart coherence is um it's so you would say like your heart chakra is blocked or overactive. So heart coherence just means your heartbeat is beating in its natural rhythm. Heart incoherence means that it's beating outside of its natural rhythm. When you get into spirituality, there is a block in the heart chakra or overactive heart chakra. So both of those will detail heart incoherence, but they're two different things. When it's blocked, it's like the energy is not coming through. When it's overactive, it's like it's open and too much energy is coming through in spiritual terms. Now, this can lead to a slew of problems, like wreak havoc on your life in so many ways. It can come up in physical things and emotional things, right? Excuse me. I'm about to take a nap. Physically, heart incoherence can lead to a world of diseases. It can lead to asthma. You can have like burning chest pains. Like, you ever just like out of nowhere, like something happened and your chest just started to burn, and you was like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, burning chest, heart incoherence. You know, one of the times that you feel your heart being incoherent like the most, scary movies. Scary movies will have your heart palpitating like a motherfucker. Like, scary movies are like, they suck. Suspenseful movies, and you feel your heart be like, whoa, player, that's heart incoherence. Okay. This can cause low and high blood pressure, circulatory issues, because when your heart is not beating in its natural rhythm, your blood is actually not circulating in your body in its natural state. So it can bring a whole lot of circulation issues. Now, in severe cases of heart incoherence, it can even lead for you to have a heart attack. Now, on the emotional side, I'm hot. I mean cold. Since I've been back from DR, y'all, I've been cold like all day, every day. So, excuse me. So, on the emotional side, when you have heart incoherence, you're feeling lonely, 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 lonely. You have grief, and grief can bring heart incoherence. I'll go into more detail about the nervous system in a second, but grief is a really big one. Grief will take your heart beat off rhythm in a heart in a second. You will start to experience defensiveness. Like, you ever had somebody like just be defensive for no damn reason? Like, you be like, bruh, the sky is blue. And they be like, F you, man, the sky ain't blue. Y'all just saying that, da da da. And you like, you could just look up, but they just defensive for no reason. Heart incoherence, okay? Like, their heart is not talking to them in a correct manner. If you have feelings of loss or hurt all the time, like you always feel like somebody doing something to you to hurt you, doing something to you to make you lose something, heart incoherence, okay? You stuck in the past. You can't get past what mama and them did, what papa and them did, Ray Ray and them. They just so messed up. Oh my God. Somebody be like, how you doing? And you be like, you know what? I was good, but the way my mama treated me when I was a baby, it's imaginable. It's so unacceptable. Boo. Why is you living in the past? You was 48 years old and you still talking about how your mama did anything to you. Like, heart incoherence, okay? Like, just stuck in the past. Will not let it go, okay? Still wearing bell bottoms, okay? And platform boots because you just can't leave your era alone, okay? Heart incoherence. Lack of trust. You don't trust yourself and you don't trust nobody else. If you don't trust yourself, that could show up, oh my God, so many different ways. If you don't trust yourself, you need somebody to tell you that everything's okay. Every time you put on the outfit, you asking somebody like, does this look cute? Is this okay? Like, y'all like my head wrap? Is this cool? Heart incoherence, okay? Why you need everybody else to tell you what's going on? Okay? Heart incoherence. You don't trust other people. You got a girlfriend, a boyfriend, they come home on time every day. They don't do nothing for you to think that anything's going on. And you still like, see what's happening on their Instagram. Heart incoherence, okay? So that's how it shows up emotionally, okay? Because it'll wreak havoc. I mean, think about it. If you got somebody who's not cheating on you, not doing nothing, but you over there checking their phone every other day, you over there on their Instagram, you checking their text messages, it can lead to some unhealthy relationships. You know what I'm saying? If you don't trust yourself, every time you do something, you need somebody to validate you. That is so tiring. Oh my God. Like, can you imagine who wants to stay with you? Heart incoherence. It can lead to a lot. What heart coherence is, though, it's pretty dope because it's actually something that helps to save your life, but then we get stuck. So y'all know a lot of times I talk about the 5 trauma responses. Damn. The 5 trauma responses are here to help you, okay? They're here to make sure that if trauma occurs or when trauma occurs, if or when trauma occurs, that you are safe and you can continue to live this good old life, honey, okay? Now, if you didn't have a trauma response, you probably laid out in the middle of the street last year, 5 years ago when you was 5, just dead, okay? Your nervous system would not be able to take it, honey. I'm talking about overload. You be like, oh my God, like a scary movie would kill you for real. Like, trauma responses save your life. They allow for your body to experience trauma and still live. So here's the problem though. When you have a trauma response, your heart be incoherent as a mother. Okay. Like, I'm talking about heart rate, palpitations, heart about to beat up out your chest. Like, it's trauma. We in trauma right now, and your nervous system is shot. Okay, like your nervous system is an alarm system. It's like they say your body is a temple. If your body is a temple, your nervous system is your alarm system. And when you experience trauma, that thing be blaring, honey. Okay, woo woo woo. What is going on? Okay, and when that goes, if you ever walked into a house and the alarm system go on, your heart be like, oh shit. Right? That's heart incoherence. So when you experience trauma, stress, or anxiety, that's what your heart be like. It be incoherent as hell. Okay. Here's the problem. Now, what's supposed to happen is your heart goes into incoherence, your nervous system goes way up on alert, you get out of trauma, and then all of that resets itself. Your nervous system resets, your heart resets, everything comes back to a state of equilibrium. Well, that's not what be happening. See, we as humans, we so smart and so advanced that we be living in our trauma. So your nervous system gets stuck in your trauma response and your heart just remains incoherent. So now you are out in this world with an incoherent heart, with a nervous system that's shot, and you just can't trust the process, honey. This is why you want to be healthy, but you like, I'm just trying to lose the 50 pounds right now. I just need a waist trainer. Let me go get surgery. Let me go get something real quick because I need this weight to drop off real quick right now. I need results right now. It's because your heart is incoherent and you cannot, like, you literally can't trust the process, right? Like, you literally don't have the ability to go through the process without your brain understanding that, okay, this is going to work. Your nervous system is shot, you're under stress and anxiety, and your heart is incoherent. And that leads you to live a life where you need to be validated quickly. You're detached from the process, but you're very attached to the outcome. Meaning, like, for instance, if your goal is like to lose 50 pounds, right? You can be so attached to losing the 50 pounds, but you miss the process. The process is start with 50 squats a day. Go to the gym for 30 minutes a day. Do yoga, once a day. That could be the process. And if you enjoy that process, boo, you're going to lose that 50 pounds. It might not look like what you want, but it's going to come off, honey. Okay. That's what I know for sure. All right. I didn't lost over 165 pounds. I know. Okay. I'm not saying this, just pulling it out my booty. Okay. I'm telling you from experience. It's going to happen. Well, when your heart's incoherent, you can't wait for that shit. You be like, yo, the scales crazy. Like, you're literally, you be stressing over the process of trying to release stress. How crazy that is. You want to lose weight because your body and your mind is stressed. And you're like, I got to do something. But when your heart is incoherent, you're literally stressing over how to get out of stress. It gets crazy in heart incoherence. I'm telling you guys, like, it gets crazy. You be like, does that make sense? No, it don't. It don't make sense. And it don't make sense for your heart to beat outside its rhythm either. So, how do you bring your heart into coherence? First of all, you have to calm the fuck down. Okay? You can do this many ways. Breathing exercises, yoga, meditation. I love meditation. I'm 100% advocate for meditation. Honey, just calm down, sit down, calm down, and meditate and breathe. Once you connect your breath and your heart together, your heart will be in coherence. And now you can filter your thoughts in your brain through your heart first. You can be at immense connection. You can also go outside. If you take your ass outside, now you are in the natural rhythm of the universe. Mm, how sweet it is to be in the natural rhythm of the universe. That is the natural rhythm of who you are supposed to be. When you are outside and you are in the natural rhythm of the universe, honey, you ever been on a walk and you've been like searching for these answers and like looking them up on Google and all this stuff, and you just never get the answer to your question? And then you shut up and go walk outside, and then all of a sudden your brain is like flooded with all the answers. That is because on the outside, your heart just got into coherence and it allowed everything to come to you. Really, heart coherence is building a life of ease. It's really what you want. You out here thinking you living, but if your heart is not in coherence, you are not living. If your heart is not in coherence, you are not living. If your heart is not in coherence, you are not living. If your heart is not in coherence, you are not living. Okay, okay. And that's real. So I challenge you today. Take a moment. Pay attention to your heart. Is it in coherence? Is it out of coherence? If it's out of coherence, take some breaths, go outside, do some meditation, and bring it on back. Sometimes you just got to acknowledge it and back that thing up like a Dunker truck, okay? And when you do that, your heart will be in coherence and everything will be laid a lot easier in your life. All right? I hope that brought some form of, I'm looking for a word, value. Hello. I hope that brought some sense of value to your life to learn about heart coherence. You're going to hear me talk about heart coherence like a mad woman, okay? Because it's something that is so important and nobody talks about, especially in our community. So, heart coherence, heart coherence, heart coherence. That's what we're talking about, heart coherence, okay? Heart coherence. Get your heart together. Let it be in its own natural rhythm. It's a beautiful place to be. All right? If you don't know me, my name is Coach Cherette. I am a holistic health coach and I support entrepreneurs in creating generational health. And I do that by bridging the gap between science and spirituality. If you have not, you can go to the link in my bio and download your free version of The Ultimate Guide to Healthy Living. I love the guide. It's so dope. So go ahead, download your copy. It's for the free ski, and I'm gonna put you in my email list and give you some goodies there as well. All right. So you don't have nothing to lose. So go ahead, click the link in the bio and get your free guide today, honey. What is you waiting on? Nothing, I hope. Thank you so much for tuning in. Every time you share space with me, it is so sacred to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up for me and showing up for yourself, most importantly. All right? Y'all heard that rhyme. Don't act like I don't be dropping bars sometimes. I'll see you next time, next week, same time, same place on Wellness Wednesdays. Okay? I be excited for Wellness Wednesdays, so I'll see you next week for Wellness Wednesdays. Toodles.